So, what's up, everybody? I got Hunter Accursi with me. She is a member of the NWHL Buffalo Beauts. This year was her rookie season, correct?
Yes.
All right. So, we get to see. I wanted to bring her on to kind of discuss, show you what it's like being a professional women's hockey player. Um, so, Hunter, we're going to start with some hot seat questions. Uh,
All
said
right.
they're nowhere near as good as yours, but I have a wide audience and not a bus full of female hockey players,
All
adult
right.
players. So we'll start with an easy one. Who is your favorite teammate?
Well, it was nice that my sister actually wasn't there because I probably would have picked her because we're family. But I don't know. Me and Nev kind of bopped around together a little bit. We kind of have the same mindset, so that was fun.
Okay, that's a solid choice.
Mhm.
Okay. Who is the best dressed teammate? Or best dressed?
Definitely me.
Definitely you. Okay,
Yeah.
I totally agree with that. Yeah. Who controls the pregame aux cord? Or who can?
That would be Jordan.
Okay.
Jordan or Iveta. They got the beats for sure.
Okay. Who was the best?
I would have to say probably Jordan. Iveta had some Slovakian songs in there that we all kind of like would look at each other with. So
uh, I know we call it sewer, but you guys call it soccer, like pregame soccer. Who is the
Mhm.
best soccer player?
Probably there were a few ones. Like definitely like Mateau was good. Yeah, I'll go with Mateau.
Okay. She seems like she would have been a soccer player if she wasn't a hockey player, like a
Yeah.
goalie. I could see, like she has the height
'Cause she's
to be a goalie.
yeah, she's tall. Yeah.
Um, and then growing up, who was your biggest celebrity crush?
Ooh, I would have to say Channing Tatum for sure.
Okay, I can see the little bit of age difference because the girls my age would have said probably like Jonathan Taylor Thomas or like, but that's
I
a
don't
good,
even know.
that's a solid choice. You don't even know who
I don't
Jason.
even know who that guy is. So yeah.
There's an age difference. Um, that's all right. You'll probably go and look him up here after we're done, huh?
Yeah, I
He got
definitely will.
got his start on Home Improvement. You heard of that show?
Okay. Yeah.
It's Alan. He
Mhm.
was the young middle boy, I think.
Okay.
All right. So those were some good answers. I like those. I like how you're trying to be political about it and not like, but you did a good choice. Yeah, I liked it. Um, okay. So now on to like kind of your hockey history and things like that.
Okay.
When did you realize that hockey was the sport for you?
I'm surrounded by like a really big hockey family. Obviously my dad played, my sister played. I was in gymnastics at the beginning. I kind of did my own thing, was super flexible. And then little me was like, I want to play hockey just like my dad and my sister. So I switched over. I played hockey and soccer all the way growing up. It wasn't until I was about, I think, grade 9 where I had to make the choice. It's either hockey or soccer because seasons went full year for both. And I went with hockey. And I just obviously being on the ice, like there's something about it, you know. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks to lose. It builds character. You're sweating, you're working out, but just something about it that I couldn't let it go.
Yeah. I mean, you get the losing part for every in every sport, but you got it's what you do with the losing at next that becomes the biggest part. Like in my mind, it's not. You can say you lose. Yeah, it's a loss in the win-loss column. But as long as you learn from that game, like what you did wrong, what you could have done better, like that's all that the important part. Especially growing up, like as a kid, like wins and losses are nice, but championships are great. But if you don't improve your game to get to this level you're at now, then what was the point?
Exactly.
Okay. So we got into why you realized, or when you realized hockey was a sport. Now, I want to know when hockey became your passion. Like when did you realize, like you start, like when was the first time you realized, or you jumped out of bed to go to like to wake up early for a hockey game, like really excited, like the alarm went off and you were like covers off, fully dressed, ready to go type of excitement. Christmas Day.
Definitely in my younger years. Obviously not the first year I played. I hated it. It was so hard. Like all the girls were bigger than me, older than me. My dad put me in like right away. So the girls were like 3 to 5 years older than me. Hated it. Once I could catch up and start skating with them, I loved it. I couldn't wait to get to the rink. I was ready. I was dressed in the house before I even got to the rink, stuff like that. So I would definitely say maybe, I don't know what the states call it, but I would say like Adam age, which was like maybe like 8, 7 or 8.
Um, I think we just call it like U8. Like,
Yeah.
not we don't give them cool names like you guys do up there in Canada. I guess.
Right.
U8. Um, okay. What is your favorite hockey memory?
Definitely Lake Placid. My
Okay.
first professional season, getting to play on the Herb Brooks rink. I love the Miracle movie. So like just to be able to like live it a little bit, that was definitely my favorite hockey memory ever.
That was a good one. I enjoyed it too. I mean, you guys made it even better. Like I don't think I would have enjoyed it as much as I did if it wasn't for like you guys kind of adopting me as your own. Like
Yep.
that definitely helps. A random dude from Cincinnati coming up and joining a group of women in their bubble
Right.
and don't
Your
know.
bus ride there was probably very different than your bus ride home, that's for sure.
That definitely true. I didn't know what to think going in, and then I kind of didn't know what to think coming out either. What happened, but we won't talk about that one.
No.
Um, since 2021 was your first season, your rookie season, and it was far from a traditional season that anybody with any sport would have had. Um, what did you take away from it? Like your experience in Lake Placid, like your first season, from a hockey
Yeah.
standpoint, a growth standpoint, things like that.
It's definitely exciting. Like bittersweet. I got a little bit of a taste of what it feels like to play at the professional level. Um, Very quick turnarounds. We played how many games? Like not many days off. As a team, we really didn't practice that much together. So it was pretty bittersweet. I wanted to get a point, like my first, professional season, get a goal, assist, something. I had a chance, like right at the ending minutes of our first game, and that Ives came over and she's a big goalie, so she took up a lot more space, and I just tried to poke it through. But I will forever be haunted by that. But just keeping my cardio kind of where it is, just more so working with line mates, trying to use my speed a little bit more. But I would just say, honestly, it was super bittersweet. Got a little bit of a taste, but I'm definitely hungry for more.
I know we all, um, not we all, I don't know what I'm just going. Like I had a great experience with you all. Like I mean, like it's not a secret. I let everybody on Instagram know, like my 200 followers that I have. But people on Facebook too, like they know that I really enjoyed it. And I want like something I kind of came away with on top of what like I wanted to see you get your point. Like all of you guys kind of I wanted to see you guys succeed. Like that you guys were my favorite team. You are my favorite team. So like I just I felt like every loss like I could have. It's how I treat my team. Like everybody I work with. Like what could I have done better? But obviously there's not much I could have done better. Everyone was healthy for the most part. Like,
Yeah.
like I can be out there scoring goals, skating, blocking pucks. Like, but I mean, it was like I said, I really enjoyed hanging out with you all and like getting to know you guys and watch you play. Like you made a fan out of me, especially of the women's game. Like seeing the difference and how it's played between the guys, like and you all. More technical, like a inline game. I was talking to someone here, one of the guys who runs to the rink, and he was taught like he's like, "What did you think?" I was like, "It's a great experience to learn. If I wanted to be a better inline player, like I would come watch you guys because it's the same style. Whereas the guys are just speed, depending on the level, it's speed, physicality, and then getting up and down the ice." Um, but on that note, what do you hope to see from the NWHL moving forward?
Definitely growth. Like you said, like you didn't really know too much about it. You came, we made a fan out of you. Like I just think that we need a little bit more representation. Like, I'll even go away and be like, I play professional hockey, and they're like, they have women's professional hockey. Like people are just not aware of what goes on here, like in the women's sport. So definitely growth, maybe more teams. We did add a Canadian team to make it 6, which was really exciting. But I definitely think like um, having us on TV, like so we can be role models to those younger girls that are trying to look for us, but all they see is the men's game.
Yep. I, um, I'm right there with you. Said I want to do what I can from here. Um, I don't think I can be taken away from my job yet. Um, I'm working hockey full. I work hockey full time here, so like
Mm-hmm.
having to have another job on top of working hockey, like I don't know that I could do that.
Yeah.
But so I'm gonna do what I can here on my end. I don't know what that is. I know we have a uh, like a street hockey league that has like turned one of the bars down here into like a hockey bar. So what I'm thinking of doing is going down there and meeting a friend on Friday and bringing you all up
That's
and
awesome.
trying to get them. I mean, at least one place to start.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm a big dreamer. And at the age of 34, I decided to start following those, like chasing them and actually acting on them. And what I think would be really cool is if we could get a game or two, like a weekend in Cincinnati, like before one of our guys' game, like our Cyclones games.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how the logistics behind it. I have no idea how that would work, but
Mm-hmm.
like how many? I'm curious as to how many little girls in Cincinnati would don't like soccer, don't like basketball or softball, like the typical sports around here, and like want to do something. Then they come out, see you guys play, and it's like that's what I want to do.
Right.
I mean, it's here in Cincinnati we have the Bengals who outside, gosh, I don't even, I think their career record is like under 500. They have no Super Bowls. They've been twice, but lost to Joe Montana and the 49ers on last minute drives both times. I wasn't around for either, so I don't remember it. We have the Reds, which is the baseball team. We have FC Cincinnati, who just became an MLS team. And the only hockey team we have close NHL team is the Blue Jackets. So I wonder if, again, kind of thinking it's a big, I think way out here. I just need to start acting way out here. I had a couple. So, but you definitely I'm gonna do what I can to help grow it here. Because I want to see you guys see the league grow and develop, and then I want to see Hunter Accursi scoring Isabel Cup, the game winner.
Right?
um, so you said earlier that you're in school. Do you work as well or just school?
I do. Yeah, I work as well.
Uh, could you expound on those two? Are you allowed to?
Yes. Yeah. Yep. So I went to Brock University in Canada. I took a 4-year undergrad degree in health sciences. From there, I'm now at Trent University taking my accelerated nursing. So to be a registered nurse, it's only 2.5 years, and I'm in my first year of that. And then on top of that, I work at a nursing home. I do like hands-on care with clients and things like that. So I'm pretty busy.
You are pretty out. I would say so. That's a lot. I couldn't do it. I'm trying to study for the CSCS, and I haven't even gotten past chapter 1, and I've been doing it for 2 months now. um,
It's hard to get into once you get away from it.
oh
That's the only
yeah,
problem.
for
So
sure. Why did you want to get into nursing?
so after I worked with kids with physical disabilities while I was at university, like at Brock. I did like a lot of hands-on care for them for their like daily activities of life. My undergraduate degree from Brock was public health, so it was like wide health promotion, and I wanted to make a difference individually. So I figured nursing would be like the perfect area for that because obviously the hands-on care and every patient is different. So that's kind of where I decided to head.
Okay. Um, I didn't write these down, but you got me going. What outside of being a professional hockey player, what would be your dream job? Like what position?
What I aim for honestly is I want to be a director of care for long-term care, hospice care.
Okay.
Um, it's you have to do your bedside nursing. You have to have a master's degree on top of your other degrees. So I have a long way to go still, but
Okay.
my actual dream job would obviously be a trophy wife. But
Yeah.
it's a little bit difficult, so we're going the hard way here.
Hey, gotta go. You gotta have a backup plan.
Yeah, got to take care of myself.
Yeah. Um, I don't know why I didn't see that one coming. Mm, so how do you manage? Like I know this was your first year, and it was a little bit different than normal. But um, can you kind of give me a rundown so people understand? I have a general idea of how it works for you guys, like your schedule wise. I know you play 22 games,
Yeah,
24.
20. I think it's 24.
Okay. And those are normally on the weekends
Yeah,
because you all have to also work or, in your case, go to school as well during the week.
yeah,
Um, how do you got a little bit of practice in before you left, right?
yeah.
So you got that experience of school and practice slash what it would be like, kind of what it would be like, not on the full scale of a typical season, but you also got to see it a little, like for, you know, however, I don't know how long you guys were practicing before, because like I said, I showed up right before you left, and hey, let me tickle your brain. My name's
Literally.
Cam.
We weren't a big fan at the beginning from that.
I
Everyone was
don't
scared
blame.
of me.
I don't blame you. I wasn't either. But can you explain how? I guess your sister's been involved with the league for a while now, and she is a police officer, correct?
Yes.
Um, See, I follow up on my people. I do.
Yeah.
I do some research, but how has she explained to you like what it's like? playing professional hockey on top of working / school?
So she actually just recently started her job as a police officer. So she came out of university. I signed her up for a free agent camp with Buffalo, and they had signed
Ah,
her. So that's pretty cool. So she hasn't really had to figure out the balance too much. This season, she got a real taste of it, obviously.
yeah.
Um, our butte schedule really isn't that bad. We practice twice a week, and then usually games on weekends. So for anybody that does shift work, if you're on nights, obviously practice isn't going to work. If you're on days, it's okay. Weekends, it depends, and that just comes with the reality of working and playing professional hockey. We don't get to just play hockey. We have
Yeah.
bills and a life that we have to keep going with. So, as like a professional athlete, we're held to our own standard that we find time to work out. We do what we need to do off ice so that we're ready for on ice. And that's actually really nice that we're able to have our own programs and do our own things.
Okay. Obviously, the goal is to get to a point where you don't have to worry about the second job, or I guess the first job, however you want to look at it. And this year with the NBC Sports Network, um, that was going to air the semifinals and the finals. And then, something else had other plans. We're not going to talk. We're not going to mention that name because I'm tired of saying it.
Right.
Something else had other plans. But that's one way to grow the sport and get to the point. Like I know they just signed a deal with Discover to help be a huge sponsor, like the biggest deal in league history. I know the league's only 6 years old, but that's still awesome to be able to sign a deal like that. I don't know the numbers behind it, but from what it sounds like, it's a pretty sweet deal. But then having the NBC Sports Network, Twitch, like you guys got 1.6 million viewers from the first games were on Thursday, right? I think Thursday through Saturday, like 1.6 million viewers, and like all of them, most of them came on Saturday. Like most of them came on Saturday, but what else is anybody doing when there's not much other sports going on?
Mm-hmm.
And you see around the country, here in the States, especially college basketball games are being postponed because of COVID. College football games are being postponed. Unless you can do a true bubble like the NBA did for their playoffs and then the NHL did for their playoffs, like a true bubble is 4 weeks of quarantining, 2 weeks before you go, 2 weeks when you get there, and then nobody's allowed to leave the hotel area until everything's all said and done. But I think from what I saw, things are moving in the right direction. So hopefully, it takes a while. I know there's a second league, the PWHPA. Did I say that right?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of. I don't know. I haven't looked into them too much, but I don't know how many people are going to watch this either. So I don't know who's going to come back and try and bury me. But what it sounds like is they're trying to get the NHL to fund a league for them, and or get someone to fund it, like one entity. Whereas you guys are doing it the right way. It's like they said, most millionaires or billionaires have income coming from 5 or 6 different places. And if you have income coming from one place and that place says, you know what, we're done, then you're done. So, and I'd rather build something from the ground up too. That's just how I've always been. Like, it's more fun that way because you see it come to fruition and like it's, we're finally here. We did it. And not, here we had a handout given to us. Like that's the American way. So I don't want to keep you too long. My dog's starting to claw at the door. But one more thing. How did you become a Butte?
Things come full circle, obviously. After I graduated from Brock, I kind of was just like, I have school to focus on, no more hockey. I didn't really enjoy my time on the ice there per se. Taught me a lot, built character for sure. And it wasn't until my sister said, come on, like, come out for the Buttes, like, let's do this. And I was just like, well, there's a lot that goes into it. Like, obviously, I'm going to be a first year nursing student. I got to start training like ASAP if we're going to do this and all that. And after we played an exhibition game against the Buttes, like my school did, they had seen me there. So it wasn't like they had no idea. And I got talking with Nate and the coaches. And next thing I know, I was signed on the Buttes to play my first season. So.
Okay. I like it. Is it a free agent deal? Like an undrafted? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I just had my next question real quick. I lost it. I'm going to think of it at the worst time and I'm going to yell it and people are going to be like, what? Shit. The hell was I just going to... Okay, clearly it wasn't as important as I thought it was going to be, but I appreciate your time, taking your time out and doing this for me. I hope.
Thank you. Anytime.
Right, and I'll put it up as soon as I get a chance to, and make sure I did it right. It says it's recording, so I guess it did what it was supposed to do. But clearly I couldn't sign both of us on earlier. So. But
I've just become accustomed to Zoom because of school. At first I had no idea either, and now it's just like
that makes like most of the time when we do a Zoom for a meeting, it's once a month, and then like I just do it on my phone, and my boss is gonna hate me if he sees this because I just put it on mute and just kind of go about my business.
I think that's like everybody. So.
Yeah. But Hunter, thank you so much. And
yeah, of course. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. We'll stay in touch, I'm sure. I look forward to what your future brings, your future NWHL career and everything else. And hopefully, we see each other again.
Sounds good at the rink. For season 7.
Season 7. All right. See you, Hunter.
All right, Sam. Thanks, Sam.